Well, so the other topic people have been, really focused on, and I thought it was neat because I went back and for the outlet that I work for now, Inside the Ropes, you did an interview with Kenny McIntosh, and you talked about CM Punk. Obviously, he's coming in Collision on Saturday. I thought your perspective on him was really, really in tune, and like, that's how I felt about it. Like you mentioned that, like he's got an ego, but everybody has an ego at that point, and you have to, and to get to that level and to be that in that kind of mindset, you need to almost have that kind of thing. And you weren't like disparaging him, like, hey, it's like a bad thing. It was more so like, hey, this is who he is. And like him coming in there, and you even mentioned how back in the earlier day when like when you got back from your suspension and everything, that he was like kind of like taking himself on as the locker room leader. And um,
Yeah, some people have that in them. That's not in me.
yeah.
Um,
Well, I'm kind of thinking like, yeah. So from like him as a person, like do you think all this is kind of going to work itself out in a lot of ways for AEW, or where would you kind of lay on that? I guess is kind of what I'm getting at.
I don't see why not. I
Yeah.
mean, the fans love him, and always seem to want to see him and CM Punk.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, I mean, I don't see why not, unless there's some burned bridges that I don't know about, which usually I've always heard that bridges are flame retardant in this business, and I find that to be true. Um, but I can't say that I really know him really well. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
when you're at work, and I've explained this lots of times for me at least, and it's probably like that with him too. You got a competitive vibe, you have to,
Right.
you're a little bit more defensive. You're vibing way different than you are when you're chilling at your own house, with your family or whatever. So that's all I know is the guy at work, and he's seems professional. The first time I remember really paying attention to him was when Paul started putting him over, Paul Heyman.
Yep.
Um, and I guess I don't know if this was before this. It had to be before the suspension, I guess. I don't know. We did an international tour, and he was dating. He was dating. Um,
Trying to think who.
what's her name? Maria.
Maria. Okay. Yeah. Pinellas.
Yes. Tess was dating Kelly.
Okay.
And they SmackDown and Raw were on different tours at the same time in the same countries, but they were split up into, two different teams. And so Kelly was on the tour that CM Punk and I was on, and Tess was on the other one. And Tess was, from what I understand, being being a guy on the road at the same time checking up on Kelly like really hard and doing that through CM Punk. Like I guess he was texting CM Punk trying to check up on her, and you tell her this and you tell her that. And my understanding of it is that after a little bit, he was like, CM was like, fuck him. He can take care of his own, relationship. I'm not in the middle of all this. And Paul Heyman said that Test's response when CM said whatever or quit responding in the way that he wanted him to, Paul said that Test said, does he think I won't slap him? And Paul's response was, ooh, my money's on the tattooed kid.
A little more scrappy, it seems.
That was the first time, I was like, really? I was like, what, is he a fighter or something? He goes, my money's on the tattooed kid. I was like, oh, that's cool. Cause, when big guys are just used to people being intimidated because they're big and they're just bullies, then I always like it when someone stands up to one of them, or
When
better yet, when they kick their ass.
they kick your ass, yeah.